What's good? It's your boy Yung Lan. We located at TIG Studios, and you're watching the Progress Report.
Hey, what it do? It's your boy T.Y. man. We up at TIG Studios, you know what I'm saying? Salute. Shout out to Lala on the Progress Report, man, you know what I'm saying? For real. That way. I go by the name of T1, aka Ricky Wayne. You dig?
Yeah, I'm Yung Lan, aka Yung Lan on the track.
You dig?
So what we doing right now? What y'all working on?
Right now we at TIG Studios working on some tracks for my brother T Wayne, man.
We out here cooking. You know what I'm saying? We done made a couple songs, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't out yet, but we got some like fire shit.
Okay.
That's gonna fuck the game up.
How long y'all been working together?
Probably 6 months, right? Or a year?
Okay.
Probably like a year, yeah.
So how does it go? Do you make a beat from scratch or do you just play on beats? How do you know what he wants, that type of thing?
Yeah, the first track we did together was Swing My Arms Around. That did big, and I had emailed him the track and then he used it. But lately, we just been meeting up in Atlanta at TIG Studios, and I just cook up on the spot, and then we just work from there.
Dope. So who are you?
All right, my name is Yung Lan. I'm a 25-year-old producer from Cumberland, Virginia.
Virginia. Yeah. So talk about Virginia and the musical influence out there.
Virginia is basically known for the producers in the industry. We got everybody from Timbaland to Pharrell to Teddy Riley to Lex Luger to, Missy Elliott. There's so many people out there that help innovate, the sound and stuff for hip hop.
Absolutely. How long have you been pursuing your career?
I started out producing probably when I was about like 14, 13. But I really took it seriously when I was probably like 18 when I graduated. Well, like 17 when I graduated out of high school.
Okay. So what got you into producing the music?
I originally was a big Kanye West fan. Yeah, and I knew that he used to make his own beats and rap to him, so I started out rapping and producing. Okay. And then eventually I just started doing the beats full time.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, so now talk about that transition into being a full-time producer. Did you get support from your family? Were you nervous? Just talk about that moment.
I always believed in myself, and I was always confident with my skills as a producer, which is why I fell back from rapping. And my mom, like, she always believed in me. Like, she bought my first keyboard and invested in me. Always believed in me from day one. So, like, I was going to community college for like a year and a half, and then I just decided that it wasn't for me, and I wanted to pursue music full time, and so that's what I did. My mom was cool with it, surprisingly, and now I'm here. So
that's awesome. Yeah. So name a couple of the records that you produced.
One of the bigger records I produced is Fetty Wap's RGF Island. I did 2 other songs on his album. I did How We Do Things and I'm Straight. I did Rich Homie Quan, Remember. I did Kevin Gates, Believe in Me. I did Kodak Black, Molly. I don't know. I can't even name all of them. I'm not even sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Now discuss the difference between a producer and a beat maker.
A producer, I feel like they help put the whole song together. So they might not necessarily make the beat, but they'll help put together like what sounds good in their head, basically. So they'll help tell the writer or the artist what will really make the song stand out and help make it into a hit. A beat maker is just somebody who really just makes beats and doesn't participate in like the post-production of the song.
Good answer. Definitely. So talk about working with some artists that you've been knowing before they were famous, like Kap G, for instance. Just talk about working with artists, what it takes to develop an artist, and how important production is to the success to an artist.
Yeah, it's been a couple of artists that I've known that actually blew up. I used to work with Quan probably 2 years, 3 years before he blew up. I met him in a club, and I always knew like he had a lot of potential. So I used to send him beats all the time. We used to work. Kap G and Bandit Game Marco, they used to pull up at a hotel that I used to stay at when I came to Atlanta and record in the room. Kodak Black, his manager, used to buy beats off my website like way before he blew up. Same thing for DJ Luke Nasty. So it's just crazy to see like the progression that people take once they really, devote their full time and effort into their music. So I just feel like to all the artists out there, you should just follow your dream and just go hard, because honestly, you never know where you can be next year or even next month.
Absolutely. Now talking about that, talk about the grind and just, before you moved to Atlanta, talk about, traveling and that type of thing to Atlanta, because I don't think people really see, you know, they don't really understand that side, that you really have to invest in yourself. Investing in yourself could be anything, but just talk about that grind and the steps that you took to pursue your career.
Yeah. Before I was signed, man, it was like probably 3-4 years. I used to just come down to Atlanta from Virginia probably like at least once or twice a month. I was working 2 jobs, and I would just spend my money on hotels just so I could come down here and try to network with the artists that I was working with and try to get in the studio with certain people. And I mean, I really feel like that's important if you really want to get your music to the next level and just help network with people that can really, you know what I'm saying, put you on and put you where you want to be with the music.
Correct. So talk about the project that you just released earlier this year called The Arrival.
Yeah, the Arrival I released on my birthday, June 28th. It was hosted by Fetty Wap. It did pretty good.
Right.
It had a bunch of songs that I produced and a couple exclusive tracks that I had never released. I had songs on there from Kevin Gates to Kodak Black to Young Thug to Luke Nasty and a couple of Fetty Wap exclusive tracks and stuff. But it had a good reception, definitely. And
Awesome.
I'm probably going to release a second one probably next year for my birthday.
Okay, exclusive. All right, well, that's dope. Now talk about working with Mannie Fresh. I saw that and I was just like, man, that's a dream right there.
Yeah.
So how was that?
I went to the studios to Patchwork to work with YG, and it just so happened we went into one of the rooms and Mannie Fresh was in there cooking up and stuff like that. So I'm not one of those people that like wants to pressure people or
Right.
people like, hey, let me work with
Absolutely.
you and nothing like that. I just play my part, and I feel like if things are meant to happen, they'll happen with time. So I was
Absolutely.
just sitting back and playing my part and just, you know, observing like a legend. Mannie Fresh is like one of the greatest producers
Absolutely,
in
hands
hip-hop,
down.
honestly. So I was just playing my part and just watching him and observing. It was crazy because he was making all his beats on an iPad. I've never seen anybody do that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy, man, just being in the room with him. And yeah, it was just a dope experience.
That's dope, man. So talk about the importance of having faith and the importance of God in your life.
Yeah, no, I've always been a strong believer in God, and I feel like if you work hard and you just keep God in your life and pray, that anything is possible. Like 2-3 years, I almost died. I had a condition called colitis, and yeah, I was in the hospital for like a month, 2 months, and the first beat that I made once I got out the hospital was RGF Island. So,
That's crazy.
Yeah, I just feel like as long as you have God in your life and you pray, anything's possible.
Right. So looking back at everything that you have accomplished thus far, what's been your greatest memory?
My greatest memory would have to be probably just the success from Fetty's album and just seeing my song on the Billboard charts and receiving my first plaque and then receiving the gold plaque for RGF Island. It's a blessing, and it just shows you that anything is possible. Like I came from a small country town where like we don't even have stoplights, we don't even have Walmart, McDonald's, none of that. So like just to show people that you can accomplish your goals if you just follow your dreams. It's a blessing for us. You know, I always want to tell people that just follow your dreams.
Were there ever times you thought about giving up as a producer? Because you know in this business it does get hard, and people get discouraged, that type of thing.
Nah, I never thought that I wouldn't make it. I always knew that I was going to make it. I just knew that it was all in time and in God's plan. So I just continued to make my beats and kept sending them out. And I just knew eventually that, you know, all the hard work would pay off and I would get a hit eventually.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what's next for you?
Up next, I got two songs on OT Genesis new tape dropping. I got a whole mixtape I'm doing with DJ Luke Nasty and Bundles. Who else? I might have one on Kevin Gates' new album. I'm working with Lucci, T Wayne, a whole bunch of people. It's kind of hard to remember everything, but yeah, it's a lot of stuff in the works. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Yung Lan, YUNGLAN, and you can contact me through email YUNGLANbeats@gmail.com.
My niggas stack